What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Simple Sports Hub, man. Y'all know where we talk all things Washington Commanders football. And yes, we are at week 13, coming off of a 3-game losing streak. Some of the fans are upset. Some of the fans feel like we are who we thought we were. Some of the fans have now come back from Cloud 9, and now reality has sunken in that we ain't that good. All we asked, we don't know. But the way the fan base is talking, it seemed like a little bit more frustration than actually belief that we are not a good team. But before we get into going up against the Tennessee Titans this week at 1 p.m. on Sunday, we are back at home. Man, make sure y'all smash that subscribe button. Ooh, I can't talk. My bad. Make sure y'all also hit that like button and drop a comment, man. Tell me how you feel about the team. Tell me how y'all feel. Where you think we at as a totality? Even though we coming off of a 3-game, losing streak, losing to our division rival, the Dallas Cowboys. In a way that we should not have lost that game. But yeah, man, y'all tell me what y'all think. Tell me how y'all feel, man. Tell me, what y'all thoughts is going into this week. But before we even get into football, man, I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. I am recording this video now while I got some ribs up on the smoker. And then as soon as I finish this, I'm about to go deep fry that turkey. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We deep fried turkeys over here. But man, I am super thankful for all of the subscribers that I currently have. And then I'm also thankful for the subscribers that I'm going to gain as I continue to put out content about my NFL team, my diehard team, the Washington Commanders. Man, I am super thankful that we actually have a franchise quarterback, that we have a new regime. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for everybody that support me, within my realm of friends and family and loved ones. Because without them, and I don't know if I'll be doing this. I don't even know if I'll have enough courage to even get in front of a video camera and record myself talking about my team. Some of the stuff I just keep to myself, or I talk to my friends outside of social media and just rant about how I think my team is and how good I think we are and how good I think we're going to be. But man, I am super thankful for everything. God has truly blessed me in these last couple of years, financially, within my marriage. God has blessed me with another daughter. So I'm super blessed. I'm super thankful for everything God has put in front of me to, receive and also to give and to bless others with. So with that being said, man, I hope y'all are thankful for something as the year continues to go on. And if you have been having a bad year, I'm praying that something turns around for you in your journey and in your life paths, man. So with that being said, now we're getting back to football. All right, we got the Tennessee Titans coming up, man. They have a losing record. They are 4-7, I believe, right now, coming off of a win against their division rivals, the Houston Texans, who was 7-4 going into that game, similar to us, and they went and pretty much beat their division rival, right? And I know it's a whole talk about, man, we should not have lost to the Cowboys. I don't think we should have. I think we should have beat them. I don't think that we should have lost. But, hey, we did lose. We got, humbled very quick. That humble pie definitely got served up nice, hot, and out the oven. But guess what? We are still above 500. We are still one game away from doubling our record from last year. I know some people don't even want to hear about last year. We're winning now, and it's too good to be true. I understand, fan base. I understand how y'all feel. But guess what? When reality sets in and you really look at how this team has truly been playing this season, man, hey, you could not have imagined that we would have 7 wins going into, week 13. You get what I'm saying? So let's look at the good. It's easy to just, go back to the old ways of saying that we suck and we're not really a good team. We are a good team. We beat the teams that we were supposed to beat, and we only lost one game if you're looking at record base that, we should have lost to, and that was the Dallas Cowboys. If you're looking at it from that perspective, then we still are a good team. We lost to the better teams that we were supposed to technically lose to because they're a better team than us. I knew that, the success of the team this far would have had us, tunnel vision that we are a Super Bowl contender. Shit, I even believed it at some points in time that, hey, man, we might make a hell of a run. Could this be a New York Giants 8-8 run that we get into the playoffs and we shock the world? Hey, now I've ate my humble pie. I hope y'all have ate y'all humble pie. And now let's get back, and hopefully the team is getting back to winning. And with that being said, I'm gonna start off with talking about this offense. And just a real quick story, man. I was at the Rod Wave concert on Monday night at 7 p.m. And as I'm going to the bar up in the suites, yeah, your boy had some suite tickets, so I was up in the suites, and I'm standing to get me a drink, and I see this tall, slinky motherfucker walking past me, and I looked. I'm like, oh shit, that's Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels at the concert. Listen to some good music. I was able to dap him up. I did not fan out. I did not get asked for a picture. He looked like he was on a mission, and I let him go on about his business. I have no problem fanning out. I am a JD fan. I am happy. I watched him since Arizona State. If you want to have a true conversation, me and my brother was a Dallas Cowboy fan. Me and him talked about him at the same time his freshman year. I remember him beating Oregon, upsetting them, Justin Herbert and things like that. So I was like, hey, yo, he's showing signs. I'm not saying he's Lamar Jackson. Lord Jesus, let me not, because some people will take that shit and run with it. He's not Lamar Jackson, but he showed signs of being a Lamar Jackson type of player. Dual threat. I'm going to say that. He showed signs of being a dual threat quarterback. So look, I saw him. I dapped him up, man. I said, hey, man, good luck against Tennessee. He said, appreciate it. Cool dude, man. He was just cool, calm, and collect, man. He was just on his mission. And then one of the guys like, hey, was that motherfucker Jayden Daniels? I said, yeah, bro, you just missed him. He was already in the elevator and gone by then. But anywho, man, I expect and I hope that our offense can get back to what we were, before we started our losing streak and putting points on the board, not getting down into the red zone and not capitalizing. Because even though going against the Steelers, the Eagles, and the Cowboys, I can at least say that we as an offense, even though we haven't seen the true success and the points coming up with it, I've seen us be able to get down into the red zone, and but we stall out. But these last couple of games, Dallas and Eagles, we had a lot of 3 and outs, man. It was a lot, and you can blame multiple people out here, and people say, man, you can't blame Cliff Kingsbury. I done seen the stats of how he is when he starts the season versus how his record ends when it goes towards the end of the season. A multitude of things can play into that. Injuries, just overall mental stability within the players as you start losing games, people start checking out a little bit. I could never do that. I believe every game is as important as you are undefeated or losing record, 0 and whatever. You still go into every game as if you have a chance of winning that game. And in the NFL, any team has any chance to beat one of the greatest teams. We saw Kansas City struggle with the fucking Carolina Panthers. They had to kick a last-minute game-winning field goal, right? So with our offense, man, and how stagnant it has been, I just hope that we can truly bounce back this week and that we can, get, back going. And I know some of the major talks was Terry McLaurin, how can we get him involved starting early? Look here, I'm not an offensive guru. I play Madden. And if you ask me, if the best way, and I seen how other players, top receivers in the league, even though he's a top 5 receiver based off of this season and receiving yards, I've seen CD start off in a slat, motion, hand it off to him a couple of times, line up on one side, line up on the other side, motion him into the slat. Like, I've seen him being moved around to where defenses cannot just roll to one side, roll coverage to one side, and just say, hey, we're going to put this safety over here and lock down this, but we're going to worry about everything else on the other end. So, again, Cliff, you gotta move Terry around. But also with that, Cliff, we do gotta do which is the players got to do a better job at executing plays. That's what JD. That's what the receivers catching passes. That's what no drop passes, no fumbling the ball, not turning the ball over. Austin Eckler had one against Dallas. John Bates had a momentum killer. We picked up a first down and he fumbled it. Again, mental mistakes we gotta eliminate, and that's part of us growing to become us being a good team, but still having mental lapses, right? So hopefully we can get better at that. Hopefully we can overcome that. Again, I would like to see us go under center a lot more. I feel like we are a little bit predictable in our offensive play calling. It's literally pistol, shotgun, pistol, shotgun, pistol, shotgun. I really cannot say anything else outside of that I've seen. I've seen us early in the season go on the center. I mean, run some stretch plays, run some toss plays. And again, I hear people say, "Oh yeah, we're not good enough to run the ball." We are. I mean, you got to keep running the ball. There are going to be times where defenses stop you, but you got to give a defense multiple of looks, man. You just got to. It is what it is. But at the end of the day, again, I just play Madden, and I'm a fan that thinks that this is how our offense should go, and we should be a little bit more getting back to mixing it up. Not looking at the same, not looking in the same formation, not giving the defense the same formations to look at, and there's only two: pistol, shotgun. Hopefully we can switch it up. Hopefully we can get get the engine started back up again, and hopefully we can, put up points against the Tennessee Titans, who has I mean, if you look at their defense, they ain't been playing some pretty good defense. They ain't been letting teams just blow them out that I think of. Like, it's been some back and forth, high scoring point games. You get what I'm saying? So, I hope that we can just get back to running the ball. Hopefully we can get some guys healthy. I know Austin probably won't play this week. And we're going to see a clip from Brian Robinson as I go into just reviewing some of what I pulled off of Twitter just to, recap and review. Hopefully we can get back to that. Sorry, I just had to send out a message real quick. But yeah, man, hopefully our offense can just, get back to how we was. And again, move Terry around as much as possible. We don't have to go with 2 running back sets. Try something different. Put a tight end back there. Like, just give them different looks, man. And with our defense, again, I have not been happy with how our run defense has been looking week in and week out. We start off good. It seems like we always start off good, but it seems like as the game go on, it's like we forget how to tackle. We forget how to fit into run blocks, like how to take those run lanes away, how to put our bodies in front of those run lanes from the DM perspective, linebackers, cornerbacks, safeties. I mean, we're arriving, but it ain't violently. I mean, Jeremy Chin had that one big hit. But outside of that, man, it's like we missing tackles, we whiffing on tackles. We let a nobody named running back just, not saying that he put up 100 yards on us, but it was just like he's getting 4 to 6 yards a pop on every run, and that's just like unacceptable if you want to be feared as one of the top defenses in the league, right? Sorry. I also want to see our DBs get back to that number 6 pass defense that we have, and a lot of that has come from the pass rush of Dante Fowler. I don't know where the hell he was last week. I don't know how you go up against a battered young offensive line and you don't get not 1 sack on a career backup, Cooper Rush. But again, hopefully we can do that against Will Levis. Their offense has not looked like a offense that can, put up a lot of points. But those are the games that we tend to struggle with. Where teams aren't scoring heavy points on us, we allow them to stay in the game, and then, for some reason our offense just fizz out and our defense gets tired. And I'm not saying I'm not making that as an excuse for why we still shouldn't be. We still shouldn't be giving up points, right? But that's just it is what it is, man. So hopefully we can lock back in. And as we start to go back, we are rocking our all black unis. This is the final game that we will be rocking those for the season. So hopefully that brings back some of that, some of that hey, let's lock in type of mentality as we go into the season. Into this game against the Tennessee Titans. Hey, then we got the injury report. And I think a lot of the fans are excited to see this. Marshawn Lattimore made his first appearance in practice yesterday, coming back off of a hamstring, missing the last 3 games after being traded to us. Andrew Riley is in concussion protocol. We kind of knew that. I don't know what's up with Saline, DNP, his knee. He hasn't been doing much for us all year. Zach Ertz, I don't know. He just seems like a tight end that can just catch and go down. It doesn't look like he knows how to turn and run anymore. It looks like he just catches the ball and just look for tackles or look for somebody to hit him. I would like to see our rookie guy, Ben Sanat, get some more bump, get some more opportunities. But hey, who am I? I'm just a coach. I'm just a couch coach. I don't really know. I don't know what's going on in practice every day. Austin Eckler is also was a DNP yesterday with a a concussion. But Dante Fowler was full. Allegretti was full. Who else we got? Brian Robinson was limited, but again, we're gonna hear from him in a little bit. And it looks like sheesh, they got like a little laundry list of injuries right there. And some of those guys are on defense. So some of those guys that may not play this week, hopefully, not hopefully, but I want them to be 100% because I don't want, hey, y'all played against an injured, battered defense. Right now, we need any type of win that we can get. I don't give a fuck if it's by 1 point. But anywho, man, yeah, Jordan McGee was full with his elbow. I know a lot of people was talking about this guy missing coming out of his run lane on that kickoff that Turpin. Shout out to Turpin for housing that. Also, it was a block in the back that was missed. I'ma say it. I don't care. That didn't cost us the game, but that it happened. So yeah, let's get into what our starting linebacker had to say.
Obviously, you've been through a lot of the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of an NFL season. You've experienced winning streaks and losing streaks. What's kind of been the sense of urgency this week in the locker room?
It's just getting back out there, doing what you got to do, and doing whatever it takes to get a win. I don't think there's definitely a sense of urgency, but you don't want to get to the position where you're trying too hard. You just want to go out there and do what you need to do, and we'll be fine.
I know as players, you guys probably don't think about this a lot, but you guys were 10.5-point favorites this past week. The odds against Dallas, but favorites again against the Titans this week. Do you guys have conversations about beating teams, that you have much better records than this week?
Zero. Not a thought at all. It didn't matter last week. You know what I'm saying? It's whoever comes out and plays good football on Sunday, and so there's no conversation about that. That's probably the first I heard it, to be honest.
It seemed like you were talking with Jaden a lot on Sunday on the sideline. I didn't know if that was more than normal, but what was kind of your message to him?
Nah, it's probably the cameras just on us a lot more than normal. That's like a normal conversation. I feel like I talk to him all the time.
Apologies if this has been asked, but Jaden talked about it. It's great to have veterans like you and Zach who have been there, done that at the highest level, and they can lean on guys like you during times of adversity. How much do you put stock in the fact that you are that dude?
I think I've told you guys before. I think one of the biggest things about leadership or people that's been in the game for a long time is their ability to share their scars, and so sometimes sharing your scars provides I wouldn't say hope, but just an idea of what can happen if you figure out and fix the things you need to fix, and so. Like I said, on Sunday, we got a great team. We just got to go out there and execute and prove that. We don't have to worry about what people are saying outside or what other people are thinking. As long as the guys in here are thinking the right things, we'll be fine.
You look at the Titans offense, what kind of challenge do they present you guys?
It's good, you know what I mean? They have a really good run game. They have really good gap schemes. The quarterback, likes to use his legs a lot. Also, is very confident in his arm.
All right, that was Bobby Wag, just pretty much talking about, hey man, it's adversity. We're not in the panic mode right now, and I don't think we are either, man. We still 2 games above 500. Even if we lose this week, which I don't think we will, but even if we lose, I don't think that it defines the end of the season or defines us as a season. It's just like, hey man, we hit a roadblock, and sometimes teams hit roadblocks when you're trying to still put together a new thing. Sometimes, hey, you get stuck a little bit. Sometimes you get hit with a little roadblock, man. So it happens. It happens. Let's see what B-Rob had to say.
So, if all goes well, then yes, I will play Sunday. So I'm glad I was able to go out there today, to just move around and see where I was at, and I think I'm in a great spot.
How much pressure do you put on yourself to come back with, considering this team's on a 3-game skid? I mean, does that push you to push yourself a little more to be ready, to be available?
No, I don't put more pressure onto myself. I just trust my body. I trust the process it takes, for me to feel my best so that I can go out and play my best. So that's what matters at the end of the day is health. So I just try to do everything in between to just make sure that I'm feeling my best so I can play.
Brian, how much were you able to test it today, and how restricted were you?
Obviously I was limited on plays, but in the plays that I was in, I made some sharp cuts and quick movements and stuff like that. So that was enough, for today. It wasn't a high intensity day, so it was a great day.
You know, a lot of times you can't control the injuries. There's just freak things. How frustrating has that been for you over the last several weeks to kind of go through these injuries?
It can be very frustrating, but I think the best thing about, going through stuff like you just got to, stay positive, and realize, it happens. And your mind is the only thing that can really, help you just prevail, just overcome, anything you're battling. So I just try to make sure I'm keeping my mind in the right spaces so that I can, stay along my recovery process, every week.
How do you do that? Kind of just the mental reps.
You got to want it, man. Just staying locked in and, just being a pro about your business, all the time. Even when you're hurt, you still got to be professional and, handle your treatments just like you'll handle meetings, to prepare for the game. Same thing. So I just try to stay on top of my business.
Hey, man, if you listen to B-Rob, man, that dude is a trooper, man. He going to try to give it a go no matter what. But, hey, man, that's the right mentality, man. If you can get yourself back to 100% and he felt like he can play, go ahead and get out there. But I don't want to hear no excuses when you step out on that field. And you want him to try to be able to cut as much as he is because he's such a physical runner. But you also want to protect himself. He has had a lot of little nick and knack injuries that's kept him out of some games. And it was this year, we really needed him against the Ravens, the Steelers, the Eagles. Like, we needed that guy. And him missing those games is not much of a concern, but hey, it is what it is. Let's rock with it. And this is our guy, Marshon Lattimore, man, just practicing a little bit. Good to see him out on the field, but hey, at the end of the day, hopefully he plays. Hopefully he's a full go. Just him some more, getting some bump in. Just doing some DB drills and things of that nature. But yeah, man, like I said, hopefully, man, this week we're going against a not so good team. That's if you look at them on paper. But they've gotten 4 W's. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be mentally locked in, mentally prepared. I'm excited to see us back at home. Let's get back to protecting home field. We've lost our last 2 here. So let's get back in the winning column on that, man. I don't know what this score is going to be. But hopefully we put up at least 24 points, 27, and hopefully we can keep them under 20. But, hey, the way we've been playing, it could be a close game. But I think we do come out with the victory, and we go into the bye week with a W, and we kind of see our offense get back going, man. So with that being said, again, subscribe, like this video, drop a comment, man. Tell me how you feel about our Commanders. And, hey, it's going to be okay, guys. It's going to be okay, man. And let's get this W. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out.